Yellow up, Carl.
Greetings, my brethren.
Yeah, man. Good times. Good times. All right. So, let me ask you a question now.
Yes, sir.
This is which part of the question start now.
Mm-hmm.
All right. We have Rasta who locks.
Yes, sir.
And haile sallassie don't lock.
Yes, sir.
So, how the locks come in a Rasta business now?
Well, as you know, from ancient time, first of all, I must mention that Rastafari do have no copyright over locks.
No, I know that, but I say
Yeah,
no.
locks was a thing that is...
From ancient the Pharaoh's days, thousands of years.
And for various reasons.
Yes.
But now, within the faith of Rastafari, you have man who locks, unquote, the numbers 6.
Yeah.
Yet when you read number 6, it not only stop at one point so that
if a man going in a dead body and things because it have.
And after the period of separation, we shall come before the priest. So you are finding the man really fulfilling that within the traditional realm. And it wasn't not all within the host of Israel or the nation who did take that vow. That was an ascetic vow taken by some to separate themselves for a period of time unto God. Some take it for a lifetime vow to live an ascetic life, like even the life of a monk.
Okay. So one to the man them who locks now and never locks because of number 6.
No, what I'm saying, well, them have them reasons. We can't really...
No, well, that me ask now, within the context of that now, how the I see now, because haile sallassie don't lock.
Yes.
But you have man who come up with this. Where did this concept of locks in Rastafari come from? Not outside of number 6. Because... you have man who did locks because of number 6. I have man who never locks because of number 6. And it's because them did that say Rastafari. Why them locks? So how that idea come now when I started never did preach locks?
Yeah, well what I'm saying is you have man influence man and you have because the Europeans projected an impression of Christ in their own image. Have been long hair and beard. So till we come to the understanding, or overstanding, you want to put it, that him was a man of our image and likeness. If a man of our image and likeness in the hills or the mountains for 40 days and 40 nights are treading him here a certain length, eventually it's going to lax.
If him don't comb it.
If him don't comb it.
Yeah, but we don't know if Jesus Christ never come in here.
Yes. But
so when I talk about that man there, we are talking about now the idea of looking upon haile sallassie, not seeing any locks, yet still you come with this concept of locks.
Yeah, and as I mentioned, the vow of Nazarite is what was the main inspiration behind it. But what I'm saying, it is in ancient time in Africa and showed as a symbol of resistance to the existing system. And locks to me is nothing which is really to draw attention to self but what you stand for. So that when somebody see you dread them would check you more, what is it? Is the reason what you stand for. Yet Rasta is not a ear doctrine or a food doctrine.
Wait there. We're not talking about a ear and food doctrine. We just try to come to an understanding of locks in reference to a man who don't lock. Which is the icon of Rastafari.
Well, what I must put into perspective...
Which do have nothing to do with number 6. You did have man who locked before him reached number 6, who was Rasta.
Yes, well, he must give account for himself. But what I'm saying, even the earliest Rastafarian, some of the earliest man them, as you see, Brother Dougie Mack and...
them don't lock.
Dunkley and some man, all the man. In the ancient time, the man they coming out, and even Howell, which was regarded as being one of the first Rastafarian. Howell, Dunkley, all the man of Alax. But them used to embrace the faith of Rastafari.
Yeah, but brethren, you not understand what I ask you. We're not asking about a man who don't lax, you know. We're asking about haile sallassie who don't lax. We're not asking about Howell and Sam who don't lax. We're asking about haile sallassie don't lax.
Yes.
So now, a set of man come and look on haile sallassie and start to lax. How him come to that without even reading number 6? There must be something within him ideas about haile sallassie that cause him to lax.
Yeah, well, some...
So it's not... would one say, would you now turn and say, why is a man own little personal little thinking because haile sallassie never said he lax, so where him go lax for? Because the eye have a lax.
Yeah, well, one of the things that, if you remember, when there was a delegation sent to Ethiopia, one of the things that created a issue is when the delegation came back, which included Mortimer Planner and Douglas Mack and Fillmore Varanga. There was an issue concerning, because in the coronation picture of His Majesty, with that veil running down behind him, it had appeared to some that His Majesty the dread.
Yeah, well, them no lack.
So now, when them come back, now one of the questions that was asked at one of the big meetings that they might have pertaining to the report of the mission to Africa, was His Majesty lax or not? And the admitting of His Majesty not being lax created a whole problem till it even created a split in the movement, because some was emphasizing this outward appearance rather than inward thing. That is why now, when Brother Ged was organizing the 12 tribes of Israel, he said, well, we must have all kind of man represented. We must have man who locks, man who dread, and man who comb.
Yes, okay.
Comb some dreadlocks, and who man call trim some, let me say call man, you know?
All right.
So,
make I ask you the question another way. I don't think you get what I ask. All right. You have Rastas who don't eat meat. Right? Right? This is not something that Haile Selassie speak about.
yes.
Haile Selassie don't speak of vegetarianism. Haile Selassie don't speak of eating meat or what, right? But you have Rastas who don't eat meat.
Yeah.
How did Rastafari look upon Haile Selassie and come to that conclusion that they mustn't eat meat?
But that's the personal decision of a man.
Yeah, but it's a whole heap of man looking upon this man and stop doing this thing.
Yeah, well, as I said, a lot of man do things not based upon what him sees Majesty do or don't, you know. Him just come to that conclusion that him himself don't want to do that.
I'm come to the conclusion based upon something that him see in Haile Selassie that is not physical.
Well,
that is spiritual. That is spiritual.
That is within himself, because
yeah, then within himself the spirit of Iraq is within himself the spirit of Iraq, you know. So there is things that Rastafari is doing right now that even though it is not unique to Rasta, but it's because these people could not have done this thing unless them was Rasta. In other words, in Jamaica here where Rasta rise up, there is certain uniqueness about Rastafari in Jamaica. That is only Rasta doing these things, but him do it based upon his spiritual connection with this person named Haile Selassie, which is not written in the Bible. And Haile Selassie did not write it down. But yet still Rastafari take unto himself that idea. So would we say now that ideas have no importance and no significance? Because if it is of no significance and no importance, where did these men in Jamaica get these ideas from by just saying, why the man them who did say Marcus Garvey never get this idea? Why is these man who is saying, looking for this man who is bald, who you don't know what him eat or what him drink, all these men come up with these holistic consciousness by just looking for this man named Haile Selassie? What about the Rastafari spirit that is connecting Rastafari with this man to allow these people in Jamaica to do things that was not written by the man who them looking on? That is the question, you know. Because I am seeing something higher in the spirit than in the tablet of stone. I am seeing something higher than Moses walking out of the hill with the 10 Commandments and what is written in the man's heart. So we could not now turn away from the consciousness of Rastafari that is placed in man's heart, and then now claim say because it is written on a tablet of stone by God or by Haile Selassie, it is of more importance than what is inspired through the concept of Rastafari. I wonder if I understand what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't have to agree with what I'm saying, but I wonder if you understand what I'm saying.
Yeah, we're trying to...
You're trying to understand it.
Trying to follow what you're saying, sir.
Yes.
Although
you don't follow it.
We're drifting.
No, we're not drifting. You said we must ask the questions, you know, and asking the questions.
Yeah.
It's not drifting, you know.
Well, no, you ask no question about what an individual, why an individual is getting a certain way.
No, all right.
you deal with I man personally, so you have to ask I what I see. And
Yeah,
what
what
I-
is you? Yeah, what is the I may I ask? You see, where we are get to, you know, is the book where the I read, because the I say the I just quote something out of the Bible a while ago and say the word,
Yeah.
and those who don't go by the word is against I.
Is
See, that means that I and I now have to look on the word of Haile Selassie, the written word, what Haile Selassie write in, like what the I now quote his majesty now.
Yes.
So that means, you know, if I and I don't go by the word, if you don't, if you're not with the word of Haile Selassie, you're against the word of Haile Selassie. See? Now I am saying to you know that there's certain things, there's certain revelation in Rastafari that was not written by Haile Selassie, that Rastafari hold fast to. Are we saying that these things that inspire Rastafari without the written word is not something that we should hold on upon as documental consciousness of Rastafari?
Well, we should hold on to all things what are good. You understand me?
Yeah.
But now, as I will go back to the words of the king again, them said there's in the same speeches you see here, him said there's when he was writing his autobiography, him give him reasons why him wrote it.
Yeah.